Yeah. Yeah. Huh. It's on the mic, yeah. Zo in the zone, breaking down plays like I'm coaching from home. Women's game, rise and call it throne for the queens. I'm the conduit, connecting courts with big screens. iamzomedia, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defenders, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments, blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past to the rookies today, I document the journey, every bounce, every play. Respect on their name, they redefine the trail. Prince with Zo Media, telling stories regale. Zo Media, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. Break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the...
What's good, what's good, what's goody, what's goody? It's your boy Prince back. It's your boy Prince back with another goody. Man, shout out to all of y'all out there that have been showing me love, man. Again, welcome in. This is iamzomedia. I'm your handsome host, Prince. With the nice smile, you already know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all for always continuing to show the boys support. What's going on, Lilac? What's going on, MJ? Tay, or is it Tia? If I'm saying it wrong, my bad. Jackie, what's going on? Shout out to one of my members, Denise Sweet. Welcome in, everybody, man. Hey, yes, this is going to be an episode of mine moving forward. It's going to be called The Big Dog. What's going on? What's going on, Brass Tacks? It's gonna be called The Battle of the Big Dogs. What's going on, Scott? What's going on? What's going on, man? Hit that like button as y'all come in. We gotta get to a few things. Again, we got some great matchups today. It was going to be a 2-part episode, but Asia Wilson has officially. I know yesterday there was speculation, but on the Aces website, she was a game time decision. But she has officially been ruled out. So we're just going to stick to Angel Reese versus the newcomer KiKi. And we got a lot to talk about, man. Y'all know I'm coming with the slides, all of that good stuff. We're going to have fun. Look, today I'm going to read off y'all chats. So today you don't got to send it through a super chat. We're going to talk about it, man. So just send through your questions as the show goes on, and I'll answer them periodically throughout the show. You already know what it is. Again, they play in a few hours. Again, make sure you pull back up to iamzomedia tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central for the Chicagosky postgame. One of the best around, man. One of the best around. What's going on, Tulip? What's going on? One of the best around, man. Make sure you pull up for that. Again, hit the like button as you come in. You already know what it is. It's iamzomedia. What's going on, ST13? What's going on, Josh? What's going on, Josh? Hey, we about to get into it. If you think KiKi is a pushover, what's going on, Chuckle Chatter? If you think KiKi is a pushover, we about to get into it. What's going on, Skull Brain Nation? Hey, look, this is a battle of many, man. This is a battle of many, man. Hey, if you think she a pushover, we about to get into it and see what that's about. You know, we about to get into it, see what that's about, and see how we feel about it coming out of it. And some things we can see. What's going to happen is when we leave this, there is going to be some things, right, that we're going to be able to say, okay, I can go into the game looking for this. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get it. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Appreciate that, Tulip. That's some great information. I did know that. I just never talked about it. ST13 said, why do they have the Aces Lynx game the same time as Mystic Sky? The schedule is terrible. Kathy Engelbert is terrible. That's why ST13. Kathy Engelbert is terrible. That's why. Shout out to Kathy, man. Shout out to Kathy and her horrible scheduling. But man, again, we got a great look. Even with those combined games, we got a great WNBA slate today. If you love women's basketball, I mean, you're sitting on a gold mine today. If you got double screens, hey, get them set up. You'll be able to watch both games on double screens. You already know what it is. Get them set up. Tulip said this is a 50-50 matchup. Both love those dogs. What's going on, Reese? One of my other members. Shout out to all my members out there, man. If you're not a member of iamzomedia, make sure you become a member. Some great perks come with that. Let me see who in the chat is a member of mine already. Deneen Sweet, Lilac, Deneen Sweet, ST13. Let's see, Reese. If you are a member of iamzomedia, my members only community posts for my $25 contest. It is going on today. It starts today. Again, every game you'll have a chance to win $25. So be on the lookout for that. It will be. I'll try to get the post up actually after this stream ends, an hour before the game. What's going on, Sherelle? This goes to you too. I'll try to get the post up like an hour before the game. But if you're not a member of my channel, you won't be able to see it. The post is only for members of my channel. Again, to be entered into the contest, you have to be a member of my channel. Again, I'm giving away $25 for each game if you guess Angel Reese's stat line correctly. That'll be points, rebounds, and assists. A little fun in honor of her triple-double. So you'll have to get 3 stats right: points, rebounds, and assists. And you have to enter it into the community post, and the post closes once the game starts. So once the game starts, the post closes, but it's only for members. So if you're not a member of my channel, you won't be able to see it. Only my members will be able to see it. So shout out to all the members of my channel. If you're not a member, go to my homepage, click on the join button, and become a member of iamzomedia and the family. Great perks come with that. Tula Play says, all that talk about point differential, yeah, head to head is the first tiebreaker. These announcers be yapping. They do. What's going on, Henry? What's going on, Henry? What's going on, C Brown? What's going on, C Brown? What's going on? Chuckle Chatter said, Prince, is true shooting percentage a more accurate indication of performance, combining free throw percentage plus field goal percentage? It can be. So the true shooting percentage, it is very subjective, and we'll kind of get it. I'm glad you brought that up, Chuckle Chatter. Again, I got some amazing stats for y'all that we'll kind of pull up and walk through of some things that y'all probably didn't notice or know about or still want to learn a little more about. So we'll be diving into like the true shooting percentages for both of them. Honestly, I have all their stats. I come with my Google Docs, so I'm gonna pull them up in a little bit. But true shooting percentage, it's very, so any percentage. See, this is the thing that I talk about all the time. And I'll let y'all in on some insight. Even when I was still playing, a lot of athletes actually don't like all of the true shooting percentages and all of that. What's going on, bro Claude? What's going on? A lot of athletes don't really like the true shooting percentage because sometimes like there's situational plays where you're supposed to shoot right here and the coach's game plan is miss or make. This is how we crash. This is how we get back. This is how we set up things. So sometimes like your nerds that come up with all of this, they don't understand the nuances that goes into offenses sometimes. So for instance, for me, there was a play where I always shot better on the right side of the court than the left side of the court for some reason. But I'm left-handed. But I always shot better on the right side of the court. So there was a play where I would come off the pick and roll, and I would get to like the left elbow, and I would have the option of giving it to my short corner or taking the shot. That was the only two options for me out of that action. Other than that, I'm resetting, throwing it back to the top of the key, going to get the ball back and resetting. But if an analyst or somebody who's drawing up the stats don't really know that about our play, if I take a shot, they're going to say it's either a bad shot or my shooting percentage isn't going to be there, even though they don't realize that my strongest shooting side is the right side versus the left side. But the play had to be drawn up on the left side, because the play technically wasn't for me. It was for our short corner and our roll man. But if you're just looking at the stats, you don't understand that nuance to why my percentage right there will be low. But again, like it's here and out there. But I'll tell you that firsthand. A lot of athletes don't actually like all the stat stuff, because when you're dealing with contracts and stuff, they like to bring that up, like all of that mumbo jumbo about shooting percentages. We need to be a 3-point shooting team. This is your shooting percentages. So a lot of athletes don't really like that. They don't really like that. They don't really like that. All
I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
Shout out MJ for the $1.99 super chat. Looking forward to Camilla and Shakira also. Hey, yeah, look, it's gonna be a battle of the front courts. That's why I'm super excited. Hey, we need this we need these match. Look, man, they had me almost about to get back on that court. I was about to get back on that court. Look, I'm about to go join me all month long I've been thinking about this matchup. Like I've been itching. You know, like as an athlete, you get that itch sometimes, even though you're kind of done, you get that itch sometimes. I'm telling you, look, I was about to go join me a YMCA team. I was about to go and dunk on some old dudes. I was about to go join me a YMCA team. Look, man, this is the matchups that make legends, man. If you a member of Star Hoop Central, you already know, we kind of talked about it yesterday, man. These matchups make legends. That's why I'm excited about these kind of matchups, because the WNBA does a horrible job at promoting these matchups. So that's why I'm like super excited about these matchups. These matchups are made, or what legends are made. Look, you want to be the big dog, you got to beat the big dog. And if you think you're a big dog, you got to prove it. Either way, every time you match up against them, you got to see. This is the reason why I like these kind of matchups, because you got to keep updating your resume. You can't live off of what you did last game against that person or 3 games ago. Every time you look across the barrel and they right in front of you, you got to update your resume. What you did last time means nothing. And because this is the crazy thing. Whatever they do this time, they got bragging rights until the next time they play this season. So they got 4 times. I think they played 4 times this season, 3 or 4 times. I don't remember how many it is. If it's 3 times or 4 times, you got to be able to update your resume every time you stand across from them. What you did last game, that don't matter. You got to see me again. You got to see me. That's why I love these matchups, because every time you got to see me. You got to see me. Look, man. I love these matchups, man. I love this, man. Hey, if you love basketball, you should love this matchup, man. If you love basketball, you should love this. You should love this. Tulip said, routes to the final. Lynx will go to the finals. Lynx lose and Seattle wins. Seattle goes to the finals for the East, assuming Fever beats Sun. Atlanta win, ATL go to the finals. Tulip, that is not playing out like that. You is tripping. That's not playing out like that. You is tripping. That is not playing out like that. You is tripping. Yes, maybe Ezzy a little bit, but she's kind of maybe Ezzy a little bit. I mean, but Ezzy's not. I don't know. She's like on the outside looking in. Ezzy is definitely the best rim protector in the WNBA. Like, ain't even close. Ain't even close. Like, Ezzy is the best rim protector in the WNBA. It's not even close. But these matchups, man, these are the ones you live. Look, look. Hey, I was getting ready to do this show. I'm telling you, man. Look, I asked my wife what my basketball shoes was. Hey, that's how you know I'm retired. That's how you know I'm retired. I had to ask my wife what my basketball shoe was. That's how you know I'm retired, man. But look, I'm about to go join me a YMCA. Somebody about to get dunked on. I'm about to go join me one, man. But that's how you know I'm retired. I didn't even know what my basketball shoes was, man. I didn't even know what a basketball. I had to go ask the wife, where my shoes at? They in the backyard or something? My shoes at, man? What's going on, Keisha? What's going on, Keisha? But again, let's get to this though, man. Hit the like button as you come in. This is iamzomedia. I'm your host, Prince. You already know what it is. One of them ones, the needle mover. You already know what it is. Hit the like button as you come in, man. Hit the like button as you come in, man. But let's get to this, man. Let's get to this, man. Let me get this chat out, this super chat out the way. Hold on. Again, if you look at their head-to-head stats for 2025, I mean, they're eerily similar. It depends, like, according to their positions, they're both kind of like 4 or 5s, you know, because Angel does play 5 periodically. Like, she played 5. I don't think a lot of people noticed it, but she was actually playing the 5 against the Connecticutsun when Michaela was in the game. That their stats are, I mean, all of that noise y'all was talking yesterday. I told y'all they stats, and look, there's context. Wait till my next slide. When I get to my next slide, there's actual context to some of this. There's actual context. So again, the context will matter. That's why I say your surface level stats aren't everything. Context does matter. Does matter. Again, KiKi is basically averaging almost 4 points more than her. Basically, Angel is averaging more rebounds. Basically, 3 more rebounds? Basically, then if you round it up, 3 more rebounds than KiKi. But we'll get into the rebounds in a little bit. What's going on, someone loves? What's going on? And yeah, go vote for Angel, Ariel, and Camilla, y'all. Go get the Chicago Sky. And look, why y'all voting? Look, why y'all out there voting? Go ahead on over there, slide over to the Aces, and go vote for Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, and Asia Wilson. Hey, I ain't telling you what to do. But why you over there on the app? Go ahead on and vote for Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray. But damn, look, I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just giving you some advice. What's going on, Tiffany? What's going on, Tiff? Hey, Tiff, you be missing in action, man. You be missing in action, man. Ever since I cooked you be missing in action, Tiffany. But shout out to Tiff, man. Shout out to Tiff. You be missing in action, Tiffany. Ever since I cooked you don't be showing up, man. Yeah, you voting for Chelsea. Tiffany, I'm going to block you. Hey, Tiffany, you got 5 minutes, Tiffany. And I need you to send me a screenshot. I need you to send you too, Gamble. I need you to send me a screenshot of your vote for the Aces. Are you getting blocked? You see, and you be wondering why I'm always cooking you. That's why I'm always cooking you, Tiffany, because you a hater. You just a hater, and it's okay. I ain't tripping on that, and it's okay. But shout out to you, man. Yeah, go vote. So go vote for Asia Wilson, Angel Reese, Ariel Atkins, Kamillacardoso, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray. Go ahead on and do that for the boy, man. Go ahead on and do that for the boy, man. If you love iamzomedia, you gonna go ahead on and do that. If you do that, you are right by me. Gamble said I'd rather vote for CC. Man, that's cool, man. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany, come on now, Tiff. Skylar Diggins ain't part of the team, man. Skylar Diggins ain't part of the team. Come on, man. Hey, Gamble is a traitor, though, man. But let's get back to this, though, man. Angel, see, and again, there's context to this. If you see, Angel does average more steals, but there's context to, again, how do they play on defense? Angel's on the perimeter a little more. Kiki's playing primarily like back to the basket bigs. KiKi isn't on the perimeter that much. So I always give the perimeter kind of like aspect to Angel as far as defensively. Angel's more quick-feeted, athletic, and it's weird. So Tiffany said, if Chelsea gets All-Stars, she's not going to start passing again. I'm helping the Aces. Hey, now that's fact, Tiffany. Well, if you put it that way, then you might be right, Tiff. You might be right, Tiff. So there's context too. And I'm gonna tell you something that's weird. I've been watching both of them, and this is very weird, and you don't really see this a lot. KiKi has better feet than Angel Reese. Like, and what I mean by better feet is, like, in basketball terms, she has a better handle on like her foot placement when she's defending, rebounding, making moves. Angel Reese lives more off of the athleticism, her God-gifted talent, and the motor. But KiKi is more sound on both ends of the court. Like, it's very weird. It's very, very, and the reason I say that is because if KiKi had a little bit more of Angel Reese's motor, she would be unstoppable. And if Angel Reese had a little bit of KiKi's fundamentalism, she would be unstoppable. So it's very weird. And when you watch both of them play, you always say that about them. Like, if you watch them on different screens, you could be looking at KiKi and be like, man, if KiKi moved a little more, she could be unstoppable. Man, look at the next stream. If Angel Reese was a little more fundamentally sound, she could be unstoppable. So it's like, this is the crazy thing. I actually wish they could figure out ways to work together in the offseason and give each other tips, because I think it would benefit both of them in their development going into next year. I think it would benefit both of them going into their development next season. Both of them. What's going on, Jordan? Josh Lincoln said, I have not seen KiKi good at defense. That means you haven't been watching basketball, Josh. And it's okay. I ain't gonna say you haven't been watching basketball. You probably just haven't paid attention to KiKi. KiKi ain't no slouch on defense. Don't get that confused at all. Don't get that confused at all. You Tiffany, you think KiKi and Angel will end up on the same you think KiKi and Angel would end up on the same unrivaled team? I don't see that. I don't see, because remember, they vote on who the coaches get together as a tandem and vote on who goes to which team. So I don't see them being on the same team. I don't see them being on the same team. I don't see them being on the same team. But I mean, it possibly, it depends on how many bigs, how many front court players. I ain't gonna say bigs. It depends on how many front court players actually say, I'm going to unrivaled next year. We'll see what that looks like. We'll see what that looks like. Again, blocks per game, same. I mean, and this is the thing. The blocks per game are subjective. And when I get to like their full like breakdown of the per 36, the per 100, you'll kind of realize like, that's why I say like, this is the surface level stats. That's why I wanted to bring them up first. This is your surface level stats, right? Of comparing them to like both of them. But there's nuances to it. And I'll bring that up in a little bit. We'll get to that in a little bit. Again, KiKi shoots better from the field. KiKi actually doesn't even attempt threes at all. Basically, Angel at least tries to stretch the floor by attempted threes. KiKi doesn't. I mean, and I kind of see why they have more systematic offense on the perimeter than Chicago has, where KiKi doesn't have to stress to shoot a three. If that makes sense to some of you. Free throw percentage. I was looking at this, and this is one thing I haven't critiqued about Angel this year. Her free throw percentage. I don't know if it's her hand. Look, man, if you see, this is my thing. If you're on the court, we can't make excuses for why you're not doing something well because you decided to get out there. I think Angel's a better free throw shooter than 71%. So I do want to see her get better at that, especially if she's going to be kind of utility knife like she was last game, where she's going to be getting to the free throw line, right? She got to knock down those free throws to help either stimmy leads, things like that. Like she gotta be able to kind of like elevate the team utilizing like her free throw shooting, especially if her team isn't like, when your team isn't scoring, you want your best player getting to the foul line. So again, it could be her hand, but I'm just one of those people, man, and that's why probably a lot of y'all respect me. I'm just one of those people. If you're on the court, man, do what you do. There ain't no excuses in basketball. So I do want to see Angel get to like 80%, at least 80. I think because she got good form, and she's even in college, she was a above average free throw shooter. Even last year, she was kind of above average. So I do want to see Angel Reese's free throw shooting. If I'm her, if I'm working with Angel Reese, I would challenge her. I would say, I want to see your free throw shooting get to 80% by All-Star break. And then kind of go from there, because I think she can shoot 80%. I actually think Angel Reese can shoot 80%. I think she can. I didn't look at. Hey, somebody tell me, what did she shoot last year? Somebody in the chat, let me know. What did she shoot last year? 73% last year. I think she can get to 80%, y'all. If she shot 73% last year, I think she can get to 80%. I think she can get to 80%. Effective field goal percentage, KiKi shooting 50%, Angel shooting 36%. Again, this is like their surface. This is their surface levels. But let's get to the context, right? Surface level, KiKi edges her in scoring and field goal efficiency. KiKi edges her. But when you think about this is all like hustle stats and usage abilities, right? So that's why when you look at this, you can really even though we're gonna get a little even deeper than this, when you look at this, you can really take a lot from this. Like I say, if you just surface level look at both of these players, right? KiKi is more fundamentally sound. Angel Reese is the indispensable utility kind of player where she can do a little bit of everything, and she has a high motor, right? So if you look at their actual like head-to-head stats, it makes sense. KiKi is more fundamentally sound, so she's going to score more and she's going to shoot better from the field. But Angel Reese is a utility knife, and she has a higher motor, so she's going to average more rebounds, and she's going to do a little bit of everything, probably a little better outside of the scoring. And it literally shows in their kind of like head-to-head stats as far as like their comparisons through the first, we'll say 10 games for Angel, 11 games for KiKi, right? So it kind of like it plays itself out in a sense. it really plays itself out in a sense when you just think about their skill sets. But there's other things you can look at, right? So let me actually get me out the way. So when you think about it, right? Again, this is what we're gonna get into, like shooting percentages, free throw attempts per game, field goal attempts, because that matters too, right? Field goal attempts can affect how you shoot. Even when we get to like rebounding, offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, that matters. That matters as well, of like how you defend. That really matters as well as like how you actually defend, right? So when you think about like just minutes per game, angelreese, I didn't even realize this. KiKi doesn't even play that much. Like and that's very, very weird. I did when I was pulling these up, I did not realize KiKi only plays like 26 minutes a game. I did, and again, that could be context to that, right? It could be they do have a loaded front court, right? And it also could be they're either getting blown out, but no, Chicago gets blown out too. So we can't, that can't be. But I was shocked when I noticed that she averages almost 3 more minutes accurately more than KiKi a game. And 3 minutes adds up when you think about like 10 games versus 11 games. I mean, that's damn near 2 quarters, right? Damn a quarter and a half. When you think about it, I mean, 3 times 11, I mean, that's almost a full game. So when you think about it, that is a lot of more minutes. That is a lot of more minutes, even though it's like 3 minutes, like just if you look at one game. But if you just think about over time, that's a lot more minutes. That's damn near a full game more. Even though angelreese has played 10, KiKi has played 11. They damn near played probably the same amount of minutes. That's wild. Now, when you think about field goal attempts, I was actually shocked at this as well. They literally, KiKi averages 1 more shot attempt than angelreese. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, damn, did I miss something? I was like, KiKi only takes 1 more shot attempt per game. And this is the crazy thing though, y'all. We always say we want angelreese to shoot more. We want KiKi. I need KiKi to shoot more too. 1 more field attempt per game. angelreese only averages 1 less field goal per attempt per game. I want both of these young ladies to shoot more. Honestly, I did not know their field goal attempts per game was that low. I actually thought KiKi was around 13 to 14, honestly. And I thought Angel was around 11 to 12. I did not realize KiKi was only taking like 10 shot attempts per game. That was very, very shocking. That was very, very shocking. Another thing that was shocking. You know what else was shocking to me? At first, I was like, when I was looking at their points per game, right? Surface level. And then I was like, points can come from the free throw line as well. So they literally average the same amount of free throw per game. That's wild as well. The crazy thing is, Angel averages basically 1 more free throw attempt per game than KiKi. And that's weird because KiKi plays in the post. I don't know. That just always, maybe I need to see a little more than that. But I was shocked when I seen that as well. And I do agree with the chat because I do the live stream for the Mystics games. I remember against the Indiana Fever, KiKi was 7 for 9 at halftime. KiKi was 7 for 9 at halftime against the Indiana Fever. KiKi finished the game 9 for 11. They literally don't pass KiKi the ball at all. Like Sykes, Melbourne, even Shakira sometimes, they get a little too trigger happy, man. I don't like that. Like they do ice KiKi out sometimes. They do, and the Chicago Sky fans going to be able to see today, they do ice KiKi out. They do ice KiKi out. They do. they do ice KiKi out. Right. That's what I was saying, Tulip. Like, KiKi is a post player. She doesn't really shoot no threes at all. And I went and looked at her 3-point shooting. She shot 2 threes this year, and they were actually like in the shot clock that she had to put up. They weren't like, she just wasn't shooting a three. Because I went and looked on, if you go to wnba.com and you can go look at the videos of her taking threes, both of them was like at the end of the shot clock. So that's very weird that she doesn't average more free throw attempts. Someone said Slim be shooting them out game. Hey, Slim, Brittany Sykes then shot the Mystics out of at least 4 games. At least 4 games. Brittany Sykes then shot them out of at least 4 games. Minimum. Defensive and offensive rebounding is very key as well, because then you understand like how rebounds come for both of them, what they really target and focus their rebounding efforts at. I mean, Angel Reese basically doubles her on the offensive boards, of course, but on the defensive boards, I'm not that shocked, and this is why. This is why I'm not that shocked, because like I said, there's context to it, and we'll get to it when we get to the per 36, the per 100 possessions. I'm not that shocked, and I'm about to tell you why. KiKi to average only probably like a half a rebound defensively less than Angel Reese is actually great for KiKi, because we consider most pundits, most fans, most analysts consider Angel Reese the best rebounder in the WNBA. And for KiKi to average on the defensive end a half a rebound less, that's actually good on KiKi's part. That's a good measurement when you think about comparing somebody's rebounds to someone else. I mean, if your defensive rebounds stacks with Angel Reese's, you're on the right track as a rookie. To be a rookie, averaging that for Angel Reese last year was amazing. So if you trading that, even if it's a rebound less, that's good tracking for a rookie when you think about where they can be successful in their career. See, sometimes you look at stats and you're like, where can a player lean on in their career? Both of these players can lean on their rebounding. So that's actually amazing to say she plays 3 less minutes than Angel Reese. And we'll get into it when we do the per 36 and per 100 possessions. That's when we'll get into like a lot of the nuances of the surface level stats, right? Even when it comes to like the blocks, Angel Reese only has 4 blocks on the season. KiKi has 1. So I mean, even that, I mean, there ain't no edge there either as far as rim protection goes. I mean, 1 block, 4, but there ain't no edge there either. Turnovers, I expect Angel Reese's turnovers to be higher than KiKi's, just because Angel Reese does average basically 2 more assists than KiKi, basically. So I expect that. To be higher because KiKi doesn't have to facilitate a lot. So I expect Angel Reese's turnovers to be a little higher. Honestly, if Chicago continues to use Angel Reese the way that she was used the last 2 games, I actually expect her turnovers to kind of stay around that parameter, just because of they don't have a fluent offense. So a lot of her passes are probably going to be forced. So I expect it to kind of be there. So it's not really that big of a deal as far as like assist to turnover for me for both of them, because KiKi doesn't have to facilitate as much. She has better facilitation guards on her teams with Sykes and Melbourne and even Citron at times facilitating as well. So I expect that to be where it is, assist to turnover ratio. Personal fouls, I was actually shocked by this too. KiKi has more fouls than Angel Reese, and I know she's played 1 more game before fouls. I mean, I was actually shocked by that too, because Angel Reese, I even complained about it during my last post game. Angel Reese does get called for a lot of ticky-tack fouls, but I was shocked when I realized that KiKi has more fouls than Angel Reese. I mean, but she has played one more game, and I mean, it's only 4 fouls, but I was shocked. I was actually shocked. I did not realize that. And KiKi has scored. I mean, she averages 4 more points, basically 4 more points per game. But she scored more. So, but let's get to this per 36. This is where things get interesting. This is where things get interesting when you think about the per 36, right? When you look at their overall stats, you don't really think about the minutes played. So that's why I want to bring these up, because as a coach, when I'm looking to develop them, this is something that stands out to me, right? When you look at the minutes kind of like play, right? That's something that kind of stands out to you. So when you think about minutes played per 36, KiKi takes 3 more field goals per game than Angel Reese. So now it makes sense, right? Now it makes sense as far as like KiKi scoring goes. So when you take 4 more, now it actually makes sense, way more sense. Even when you think about like defensive rebounding versus offensive rebounding, right? Now it makes sense of Angel Reese's ability to crash the offensive glass, but KiKi's ability to hold her own on getting defensive rebounds. If you look at their per 36, this is not their totality. This is their per 36 minutes on the court. KiKi averages like a 0.1 more rebound. That's why I say, when you think about Angel Reese and rebounding, I mean, she's the queen of rebounds. And if I'm KiKi and I'm looking at per 36, I'm thinking, wow, I'm in the ballpark with the queen of rebounding as a rookie. That's something that stands out to me. That's something that really stands out to me when you think about that. Like, for me to average more defensive rebounds per 36 than the queen of rebounding, even though it's 0.1. Look, as an athlete, I don't care if it's a millimeter more. That's an edge for me. I don't care if it's a millimeter more. As an athlete, anything that's above theirs, whether it be 0.1, millimeter, whatever it is, that's a win in my column. So if I'm KiKi, I'm saying that's something that I can lean on when I think about rebounding and Angel Reese, and I can say, I can look at a per 36 and say, I'm a great rebounder per 36. That's something I can lean on, right? But when you look at like total rebounding, Angel Reese average is basically a little under 2, basically like 1.8. 1.8. Basically 1.8, right? And Chuckle Chatter, I agree with you on that to a certain extent. And cause see, I agree with you with that when it comes to who's closer to the basketball when the shot goes up. But I went look at some numbers. KiKi actually doesn't get free boards. KiKi plays with better rebounders than Angel Reese does. See, that's why I say, like, there's context to it. Look, man. Just because Angel Reese plays on the perimeter don't mean she's not around the block for defensive rebounds. I mean, per 36, she literally averages 8 rebounds per game, almost 9, same as KiKi. So that argument is kind of convoluted, because both of them are in the top 5 in defensive rebounding. So that argument is kind of convoluted. So I mean, it is what it is. That's not to say And look, that's not to say Angel Reese isn't a better rebounder than KiKi. See, we got to stop looking at everything as a slight to the next person that they're being compared against. We have to look at it as KiKi's a rookie, Angel's in year 2. If I am a rookie and I'm looking at defensive rebounding, I don't care if all Angel Reese did was move on the perimeter. That's for the fans to debate. I'm not debating as a fan. I'm not breaking this down as a fan right now. I'm breaking this down from both of their eyes on how they can take advantage of today's game. The title of the episode is literally called Battle of the Big Dogs. I don't care about where you at on the court. You don't average more defensive rebounds than me than per 36. It is what it is. It is what it is. Because I can go the opposite with KiKi. I can say I play 3 less minutes per game and I play with better front court rebounders. You see what I'm saying? I can go the same opposite. I can say I don't get clean rebounds. I'm battling it with Shakira and Big G and Aaliyah Edwards when they're in the game. So you can go both ways. It's all about how can you use it as an edge in a game. You can literally go both ways with the conversation. I get Angel Reese plays on the perimeter, but if I'm KiKi, I'm going back on that and saying, well, I play with 3 other bigs that rebound. So, I mean, I'm not just getting free rebounds. I'm battling with them on the boards as well. And I'm playing 3 less minutes. In a sense, Deneen Sweet, in a sense, Deneen Sweet, that could make sense in a sense, but this is per 36. Not just the total regular season, it's per 36. It's per 36. Hey, Mr. Ohio, man. Why you gotta come up in here hating, man? Asia not playing tonight, man. Asia out, man. Asia not playing tonight. Asia not playing tonight. She's out. She's not playing tonight. Right, but see, I like what Dennis PC Gaming said. I'm surprised KiKi's not getting more blocks, giving her athleticism. Again, there's context to it. She's playing with Shakira Austin, who I think is the best shot blocker on their team. And they're playing a lot of minutes together. And she's playing with Aaliyah Edwards, who is great at rim protection. Yeah, Alan Lewis. That's what he's talking about. He an Atlanta Dream fan, man. He an Atlanta Dream fan, man. Brian Lewis said, this is my opinion, but I don't believe the other Washington players are good rebounders. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. I mean, why not? Let's take a look. We can just take a look. Let's take a look. Let's go to rebounds and let's take a look. Rebounds per game, right? So let's see who is in the top 50 for both of them. So let's go through the list. Shakira Austin is number 31. Let's keep going through the list. Emily Inksler. Hold on. Let me see. Do I got it on the hold on. Do I got it on the right thing? Oh, yeah, that's on the right thing. So Emily Inksler is 39. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Kamillacardoso is number 15. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. So Angel Reese is number 4 in total rebounds. KiKi is Angel Reese is number 1. KiKi is number 4, right? Camilla is in the top 15. But the Washington Mystics have 2 players in the top 50. That kind of defeats the argument of who has the better rebound in front court. That kind of defeats the argument. Yeah, Camilla is number 15. E Will is oh, my bad. I skipped E Will. E Will is number 44 at 4 rebounds a game. Is it 4? Yeah. E Will is number 44 at 4 rebounds a game. So Kiki's teammates are 31 and 39. Angel's teammates are 15 and 44. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Tula says, per 36, Mystics have 4 over 10 rebounds. Yeah. I didn't want to do the per 36 Tula because it would have really, the conversation would have ended there. So I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do like total rebounding. That's why I said like, it's context to it. Like, because I seen somebody in the chat put KiKi's getting free rebounds and Angel's playing on the perimeter. If we really look at it, KiKi is actually being challenged, has a better front court that's challenging her footer boards. Right. In Washington. But hey, I ain't gonna lie though, man. Stephanie Dawson has been horrible this season. Let me see how many rebounds Stephanie averaging, man. Because she's been horrible this season. Oh, and my bad. The Mystics actually have 3 players in the top 50 because Sonia Citron is number 39. My bad. I just had the bigs up there. So actually, the Mystics have 5 players in the top 50. KiKi, Shakira Austin, Brittany Sykes is number 34, Emily Exler is number 39, and Citron is number 39 as well. So they actually have 5 players in the top 50 as far as rebounding goes. They ain't. Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody for Chicago. Let me see. My bad. I had it filtered with just the front court players. So my bad. Let me see. Lord. Nope. That's it. Mystics have 5 players in the top 50. Chicago has 3. Well, technically, the Mystics have 5 players in the top 45. That's wild. That's wild. That's very wild. That's very wild. Now when we Hey, no, it's not. First of all, it is not 100. Hey, we had this discussion already. It is not 100 players. I think it's like 144. Let me see. Let me see how many players it is. Let's count it. Let me see. It's actually 110. It's actually 110, Mr. Ohio. What Logic said is 156. It's 156. So it's not 100. It's not 100. Talking about my bad. I missed 44 players. Come on, man. Hey, don't be trying to cheat these young ladies, Mr. Ohio, because the dream ain't up there like that. Don't be trying to cheat these young ladies because the dream ain't up there like that. Don't be trying to cheat them. Don't be trying to cheat them. But when you look at the per 100, now we get into the ratings, right? The per 100, now you get into the ratings. Now you get into the ratings. Now you get into the ratings. So per 100 possessions, KiKi offensive rating is 111 to 91. I kind of, but see, that's not really. I'm actually going to be paying. I'm actually going to be paying close attention over the next month, the rest of June, on how that moves, because assists kind of go into your offensive rating and points scored and stuff like that. So if Angel Reese is going to be racking more assists, then that could boost her offensive rating a little bit. So because it's points responsible for it, stuff like that goes into that as well. How many points your team scores, stuff like that goes into it as well. So it's kind of convoluted a little bit, but you can have an effect on that your own self, depending on how impactful you are on the offensive end as far as assisting and scoring goes, even offensive rebounding. So offensive rating 111 to 91, 20-point difference. I mean, I can see that. I can see that. Mystics definitely have more offensive weapons, so I can see that. Defensively as well. Honestly, if you really think about it, their defensive ratings aren't that bad apart to say how bad Chicago is as a defensive team. 105 versus 102. Even though KiKi has a better defensive rating as well, is not that big of a difference as I thought it would be. Because Mystics don't have that many blowouts. I think they only have 2 on the season that are like 20-point blowouts, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 2, maybe 3, but I think it's only 2 where it was like a 20-point loss. To say Chicago has had almost 7 or 8 blowouts. I mean, that ain't too bad, honestly. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So again, tonight's matchup is really about how can KiKi get to her spots, right? And be able to be fundamentally sound. And for Angel Reese, how can she use her experience going against ages, the fees of the world, the Jaquels and the Stewies, even though she doesn't really guard Jaquel a lot. She's more like on Stewie and Sably, and she doesn't really guard her a lot. But that's things that I'm going to be looking for tonight. How can they balance that out? That's what I'm going to be looking for tonight. It's 3 when y'all looking at the game tonight, it's going to be 3 important parts to tonight's game. It's going to be offensively, who stands out the most? Defensively, who shows up? And just as far as impact on winning, right? Like impact on winning. Like, and this is what I mean. And this can be for either player. In my post game, and hey, make sure y'all don't miss the post game. Look, I don't know who it is out of these two ladies, but somebody gonna get this work. I don't know who it's gonna be, so I'm gonna be watching closely. I don't know who it's gonna be, but somebody get this work. Somebody gonna get this work. Look, I want to see offensively who has a bigger impact, defensively who came to play, and as far as impact on winning the game, how did that play out? Did they hold their own, right? That Angel Reese, even though they lose by 15, the Angel Reese hold our own against KiKi. If the Mystics lose by 15, did the Mystics hold their own against the KiKi hold her own against Angel Reese? That's going to be part of it too. Because there's as an athlete, when you're like having a back and forth with somebody else, there's two conversations. It's you can't beat me, or I won, or it's the other part of the conversation of I cooked you. The only reason y'all won because your team was better. So there's two parts to that. When you go head to head with somebody, there's always two parts to it. It's we win. I'm a winner, you not, right? Then there's the other part of it. Hey, I cooked you. Your team just better. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for. That's why it's context to it. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for. That's what I'm gonna be looking for. That context to it. I'm gonna be looking for that context to it, man. That's what I'm gonna be looking for. Who held they own? Who held they own? And again, hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button yet. What we doing, man? What we doing, man? Hey, I got 84 likes. Get me to 100 likes, man. I have 84 likes. Get me to 100. Do that for the boy. Get me to 100 likes. Just hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. Woody Chill said KiKi has 2 chances to cook Angel. Slim and none. What that means? To cook Angel, slim and none. I don't know what that means. Woody Chill. Maybe you wrote that wrong. I don't know what it means. Woody Mac said, watch KiKi and Reese have a double-double. Rachel Bannum get the smoke for playing hero ball. That's what you think gonna happen, Woody Mac? That's what you think gonna happen? We'll see. Now, let's get the Angel Reese shot chart. Let's get to Angel Reese's shot chart, y'all. Let's get to Angel Reese's shot chart. I wasn't when I was looking at Angel Reese's shot chart. I'm about to say something though about Angel Reese's shot chart. I'm not too mad with her mid-range. Her under the basket percentage needs to get to so see, this is the thing about Angel Reese that I'm wondering if this is an approach that they take with her as far as like shooting percentage goes, right? Do they do the player personnel department, right? When like this is how it works, right? Like before every game, you get with the film study, the video coordinator, right? You look over film for that team. You match that with things you do well and with things that your team does well, right? You match all 3 footage together, right? And you kind of like figure that out. So when I look at when I look at Angel Reese's like under the basket shooting percentage, it's 2 things that always come to mind to me that I wonder if they're doing. So the first thing is, let's look at the film and see how we can get you easier shots in those areas, right? Whether it be sealing quicker, running a drag play for you, getting you in low block pick and rolls, things like that, getting you on a weak side screen, and kind of go from there, right? So the next thing is, does the player personnel department like get with players? Like, and this doesn't even have to do anything with Angel Reese. Her chart just happened to be up here. If KiKi would have been first, I would still be having this conversation. So I wonder like how those conversations go, because I never hear like players really talk about it in the WNBA. Like, does the player personnel department gets with you and says, okay, if we do this, the next 10 games, we can get your shooting percentage here. See, this is what y'all don't realize. I'm about to, again, that's why y'all come here. I give y'all more insight. This is what y'all don't, I'm about to tell y'all what y'all don't realize. Don't you know there's departments actually dedicated in professional basketball to things like that? Like, this is what y'all don't realize. Like, let's say you're a 3-point shooter, right? Because I had some on my team they did do this with. Let's say you're a 3-point shooter, right? The player personnel department, the scouts, and whoever the video coordinator is, they'll get with you, and whether it be walkthroughs on the court, whether it be film study, and they say, hey, we put together this plan over the next 10 games. You can get back to your average. If you shoot this every game, this is your shot attempts per game, and this is where you shoot them at according to where your strong suits are. So I'm always wondering, like, do they get with players and be like, hey, you shoot well on the right side of the rim. Let's see if we can get you more action on the right side. Hey, you shoot better at this part at the 10 to 15 feet versus the 15 to 20 feet. Let's get you more shots right here. Hey, this should be your comfortable areas. When you get the ball in isolation, this is where you attack, right? So I'm always wondering if they do that with the WNBA players. And this is why I'm asking this. And that's why I say this really had nothing to do with Angel Reese. Her shot chart just got to be up there right now, and it's on my mind. Because I watch WNBA games all the time. Even this year, I've covered multiple teams. And I watch teams, and they always take shots in bad areas of the court. So I'm like, is that by design, or is nobody correcting their ability to shoot in certain areas? I'm always wondering that. I'm always wondering that. I'm like, because at the end of the day, sometimes you have to save a player from themselves. Like, you have to put them in better position, because as a player, you're just going to go play basketball. See, that's the thing that people miss. As a basketball player, you're just going to go play basketball. Like, we don't care. Basketball players, like I said earlier, basketball players don't really care about the shooting percentage. That's for the scouting department and the coaches to be able to kind of maneuver. So that's what I'm always wondering when I watch the WNBA, because I see them take, let's call it what it is. I see players take stupid shots, like stupid shots. Like stupid shots. And I'm like, who told you to shoot that? Like, what? And it's not just when I'm watching the game, no. It's when I watch the next game, and when I watch the next game, and when I watch the next game. And it'd be multiple players on multiple teams. And I'm like, is nobody correcting this? Like, is nobody okay, you can hold players accountable, but where does the accountability for the player development department, the assistant coaches, the video coordinator, the personnel department? Where does their accountability come into play when you think about a player being put in position to be themselves, right? Like, where does their responsibility come into play when you think about that? Because when I look at some player shot charts, I'm like, why you keep shooting right there? Apparently, you can't shoot right there. I'm like, why do you shoot right there? Because see, it's one thing from being able to see it, but there's a fine line, right? There's a fine line from being able to spread the floor and tell myself I'm going to shoot from all over the court, so a team can't look at me and say this is how I guard you, versus me just being stupid. My player personnel department, the scouting department, just being stupid. If I shoot 100 shots from three, right, and I shoot 25 from all corners. The corners are basically your wings, your high wings, your above the break, and your short corners, right? That's your areas of the 3-point line. Again, you got 5 areas of the 3-point line, right? You got both wings, your short corners, right, left, and then you got above the break, right? So I'm always wondering, if I take 100 shots and I shoot 18 for 25 from both short corners, from one wing, I shoot 8 for 25. The other wing, I shoot 17 for 25. The top of the break, I shoot league average would probably be, out of 25 shots, 12 for 25, right? So that'll put it around 40%. 12 for 25, somewhere around there. If I'm the scouting department, I'm gonna tell you, you struggle. And this is what it comes into play at. If I'm the scouting department, if I'm the assistant coaches, I'm gonna show you your shot chart, and I'm gonna be like, hey, you took 25 shots from all 5 corners of the 3-point line, and you shot your worst below league average from the left wing. You shot 8 for 25. When we're coming up with the game plans, if I'm the head coach, I should have your shot chart as part of me when I'm drawing up the plays. That's what I'm always. Y'all don't got these player shot charts? Why are you running plays? Whoever this random 3-point shooter, right? Why are you running plays for this 3-point shooter where they getting up shots at the left wing when they literally have been shooting the entire season below league average from there? But the opposite wing, they're shooting above league average. From the 2 short corners, they're shooting above league average. And from the high break, they're shooting league average. Why the hell are they plays coming on the left wing? I'm always wondering that. That be confusing to me. I look at plays and I be like, how is that even a thing? Like, and to some of y'all, this might be going over y'all head, but I'm going to tell you something, man. The conversation I'm talking about right now with the shooting and putting players in position to be them best selves, man, that happens in high school. Coaches do that in high school. This is a professional basketball team with paid head coaches that make good money. It might not be what the NBA making, but they're making an okay living. Assistant coaches making an okay living. Dedicated scouts, dedicated developmental departments. I'm like, how do y'all got these players doing this? Because I don't know, man. I just always, when I look at shot charts, I always ask myself that. Like, why do you have them focus on an area like that? Let them work on it in practice. Let them see their shot chart and be like, hey, this is where you shoot poorly from in practice. Work on it after practice. And go from there. Alan Lewis said those people be acting like they don't know basketball to rag on Angel Reese. I'm guessing that many means. It's cold for every post player to be able to knock down wide open post jump shots. but not the wing. Sometimes the sky have 5 players. Correct. And let me say this. Even Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time, has spots on the court he doesn't shoot well in. There's literally, no matter who you are, you'll have spots, but coaches save you from those spots by how they run the drag, how they run curl routes, how they run pin downs, how they run pick and roll action, double screens, wheel routes, the motion, the read and react offense, all of those offenses. Like, coaches put you in position where you're best at. Because at the end of the day, as a coach, I keep my job if you put the ball in the basket. So as a coach, my first job is to make sure I help you put the ball in the basket. Anyway, that's this conversation for another day. I was just looking. Again, this could have been KiKi up here. So this conversation wasn't even really about Reese. It was about all the women in the WNBA and the awkward and unnecessary shots I see them take on the court. I've always wondered that. But anyway, if we look at Angel Reese's shot chart, right? Apparently, she doesn't really have a area of the 3-point line yet because she's only taken so few, where you're like, okay, if we want Angel Reese to shoot threes, this is kind of where we run the plays for her. But I'm going to say this. I'll say this. And this is just from me looking at film. This is just for me looking at film of Angel Reese working out, taking 3-point shots. If you go back, and I'm about to make y'all realize something. A lot of people probably never realized this. That's why y'all come here. That's why I'm one of them one. I'm about to say something that y'all probably never realized watching Angel Reese shoot threes. You see what Angel Reese made her 3 at on the left wing? Don't you know when Angel Reese is working out, shooting threes? Go watch all the videos. She always ends up right there or starts right there. Go watch when she posts on Instagram or Twitter or somebody posts her watching, go watch. Go watch where she shoots from. She always shoots from the left wing. So guess what that tells me? As a player, she's comfortable shooting from the left wing. She's comfortable shooting threes from the left wing. And ironically, that's the only 3 she made other than the one from the top of the key. So that kind of tells me if I'm going to run a play for Angel Reese to be a stretch 4 at times, I'm probably going to run it from the left side, or probably start it on the right, have her coming left. But it's going to end on the left side with her shooting a 3, right? If I'm the head coach. So I want to see over the next 10 games, if they do draw a play up for Angel Reese to shoot a 3, I'm going to be paying close attention to where the play ends at for her to shoot the 3. And I'm going to be like, Tylermarsh, do not look at this, man. I'm going to be like, Tylermarsh does not know his players' comfortabilities. So I'm going to be paying attention, y'all. I'm going to be seeing over the next 3 games when she runs the play for Angel Reese. Well, I mean, I say she because I think Tanisha Wright runs the offense. But when Tylermarsh runs the play for Angel Reese, I'm going to see where it ends up at. I'm really going to see. And that's going to tell me everything I need to know about this coaching staff. That's going to tell me everything I need to know. So if I'm KiKi and I'm looking at Angel Reese's shot chart, and we'll get the KiKi ones too. If I'm KiKi and I'm looking at Angel Reese's shot chart, I'm going to say, as a defender, I'm going to keep Angel out the paint. When a rebound goes up, I don't care if Angel Reese at the 3-point line. I'm boxing her out. Look, and this is another thing. When it comes to, and this racks my brain, dog. This literally racks my brain. Either see, and this racks my brain, dog. Because I watched the way I watched the way that Angel Reese's rebounds. And I was watching videos on it earlier, right? Before I did this video, because I wanted to hey, Chuckle Chatter. I'm not gonna tell him everything. Chuckle Chatter said, Prince, please don't tell these people how to beat Angel. Let them figure it out. I'm not gonna tell them everything. I just got some questions. Chuckle Chatter. I'm not gonna tell them how to beat Angel. I watch Angel rebound, and I ain't gonna lie. They got some lazy. See, this is what I like about Angel Reese. She is and this is something that nobody's talking about. See, because there's so much negativity going on around like Angel Reese and her rebounding. Nobody's really talking about this. Because I even went back and watched when I was looking up the shot charts. I went back and watched like her rebounding videos. They're actually on WNBA. All you got to do is click on her little rebounding thing, and it'll pull up all her rebounds for a game and show you when she rebounded the ball, what time it was. So for anybody out there who wants to know how many of Angel Reese's offensive rebounds she gets, all you got to do is go to WNBA.com, go to Chicago Sky, click on Angel Reese, and click on the orange rebound for 2025, and it'll literally show you every game. And all you do is go to that game, and it'll show you all her offensive rebounds. So if you ever want to like make a Twitter post or something about her offensive rebounds, then so you can have an argument with the Clarky fans and all of that. So I watch Angel rebound, and I ain't gonna lie, the WNBA has some lazy front court players. Like, they don't even try to rebound. That's why I'm glad Angel Reese is in the league right now, and KiKi as well. And hopefully we'll see what Dominique Malanga turns into. I don't think she'll ever be a great rebounder. I watch players when Angel Reese is rebounding. I really need y'all to go look when Angel Reese is rebounding the basketball. It's all, look, Angel Reese's rebounding ability is even more impressive because it's all effort and will. Like, Angel Reese's rebounding is all effort and will, because I even went back and watched her offensive rebounds in that Connecticut game. They don't even jump for the ball. Like, literally. Like, they don't, like, Angel Reese is literally exposing. These front court players are either entitled, where they feel like the rebound just gonna come to them and nobody gonna fight them for it, or they don't really hustle for rebounds. Like, so if I'm Angel, every game I'm gonna just keep doing the same thing: effort and will, and I'm gonna get the rebound. Effort and will. Effort and will, because they don't even be attempting to box Angel out. Because this is another thing. If I'm the head coach of another team, I'm swallowing my pride. Angel, you're not getting offensive rebounds, my girl. I'm swallowing my pride. We're going to double team you on the box out, and we're going to let a guard come in and rebound. If I'm bigs, right? If I'm coaching against Angel Reese and I'm a bigs, and I'm coaching, I'm telling the bigs, hey, this is the game plan today against Chicago. We're going to double team Angel Reese on the rebound, wherever she at. Let's find her on the rebound. And look, today, I'm sorry, bigs, but today, you're not going to average 5 rebounds, because you're going to be boxing out Angel Reese. Your guards is going to average our point guards and our shooting guards and probably our small forwards is going to average majority of our rebounds. Because we boxing out Angel Reese. I never understood that. I never understood that. Hey, Chuckle Chatter. I'm not telling them how to beat Angel Reese. I'm not telling them how to beat Angel Reese. I'm not telling them how to beat Angel Reese. I'm talking about, like, just from experience, when you going against a big, I just watch how teams operate with her crashing the glass. They lazy. So if I'm Angel Reese, I'm going to get 20 rebounds a game. If I'm Angel Reese, I'm going to get 20 rebounds a game. And I think, look, because if I can see this, if I can see this, I know Angel Reese, like, if I can see the film, I know Angel Reese is watching the film on her rebounds. If I'm Angel Reese, I got confidence too. I got confidence that every board is mine. Because if I got access to Angel Reese's rebounds, I'm pretty sure she does, and I'm pretty sure she watches them. So if I'm Angel Reese, when I walk on the court, I'm looking at you and you lazy. I'm gonna track down the rebounds, and I seen somebody in the chat say that earlier. That's a very underrated part that nobody talks about. See, people just think rebounding is a big part of rebounding. A big part of rebounding is effort and the will to get the rebound, right? But one thing about Angel Reese's rebounding that doesn't get highlighted is her IQ. And I seen somebody put it in the chat earlier. Angel Reese's IQ of understanding angles to the basket, where the ball is going to go according to where it was shot. That's a very underrated part of Angel Reese's game, is the ability to just track down a rebound. Like, I see somebody put that in the chat earlier about Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was great at that as well. Like, for all the stupid stuff Dennis Rodman did off the court, Dennis Rodman had a very high basketball IQ. He knew what players to target. He knew how to target them. He knew how to get in their head. And Angel Reese is picking up some of those same nuances of knowing how to track down the ball. Like, that's a very underrated part of her game. Because when I was watching her rebounds against Connecticut, she had 3 offensive rebounds against Connecticut. None were on her miss, by the way. But I watched, like, soon as the ball went up, Angel already knew where the ball was going to land. Like that. Like, look, this is what nobody don't realize. And this is what nobody don't realize. When Angel got that and one play against Connecticut, Angel Reese was on the right side of the court. When the ball went up, Angel Reese ended up, I need y'all to go back and watch that play again. Angel Reese was on the right side of the court, like right out inside of the right wing. When the ball went up, Angel Reese was already on the left side of the rim. Like, that her IQ when it comes to rebounding is second to none. Even though a lot of it has to do with will and effort, just her ability to just track the ball. It's like a wide receiver catching the ball at his high point, right? It's like a cornerback understanding how a receiver is shifting out of his cut, where the ball is going to be at, and targeting. See, because I play cornerback, right? So when you play cornerback, one of your best skills as a corner is tracking the ball, not the player. See, as a corner, all you do is watch their hips. Their hips are going to tell you where they're going. And it's also going to tell you what they're going to do coming out of the break and where the quarterback wants to get the ball to, according to where their hips are. Because your hips are always planted towards where the throwing window is. So Angel Reese does a great job at understanding, okay, if they shoot a ball from the right wing, normally the ball goes here. Like, that's very underrated about her game. That's very underrated. Hey, you worked out the Tula said she worked out the Commissioner Cup finals. Hey, I appreciate that, Tula, because I didn't know what you was talking about. I didn't know what you was talking about, Tula. Giami said, so was Charles Barkley, often not the tallest player on the court, but grabbed most of the rebounds in most games he played. Jamie, I don't know if you was here that stream, but I had gave the example of, because people are always saying who Angel Reese like should work with in like the off season and stuff, as far as like continue to develop her game. And I know it probably will never happen, even if her and Charles Barkley were in good standings as far as like socially. I know it'll probably never happen because Charles Barkley isn't the type to go work out with somebody or teach them something. That's kind of never been his thing. I know he's done it like once or twice, but it's never like really been his thing. But Charles Barkley would honestly be one of the most sufficient players for Angel Reese to kind of patent some moves from, because he plays below the rim as well. Like, Charles Barkley would literally be, if you just say, if Angel Reese came to me with like, Zoe, who can I work with on continue to advance my game? I would say Charles Barkley. Literally. I would say Charles Barkley. Literally. He had a great floater in fast break. He had a great pull-up shot from the midi, 10 to 12 feet. 10 to 12 feet, Charles Barkley was automatic. He wasn't missing those. Automatic. He was great getting downhill. He was kind of shifty, but he wasn't your quickest player. But he was very, very like all wheel. Hey, I'm gonna say this. I see Random Razor put this in the chat. I'm gonna say this. This is what I will say. I see why people like to match Angel Reese up with working with AT, but I'm gonna be honest. I know both of their games very well. They actually play differently. AT and Angel Reese don't actually play the same way. I think people just people compare it because AT is kind of like a point forward as well, and we kind of want Angel to be that in a sense, but they gameplay is different. So I don't know how much AT will be able to help Angel. Because I know both of their games very well. I don't see it. I don't really see it. I don't really see it. I can see her giving Angel advice, but as far as mimicking, nah. AT doesn't move as fast. AT is very controlled. So AT can give her advice on how to be more controlled as far as facilitating, but just the way both of them assist is kind of different. Angel Reese assist doesn't come in it's very weird because she's so unique. Angel Reese, if you watch Angel Reese assist, they don't come on controlled plays. Controlled plays means we're actually running a play. This is where you go. This is where you go. This is where you're going to be. When I dribble here, I know you're going to be there. That's not how Angel Reese assists come. They come in like an uncontrolled environment, kind of. Like, Angel Reese has a lot of black top to her. Like, Angel Reese has a lot of black top to her game. She got a lot of freestyle to her offensive game. It's kind of like, that's why I'm always giving an example of some players are just basketball players. You just roll the ball out, give them some expectations, and tell them to go play basketball. Angel Reese is one of those players. Roll the ball out, give her a few expectations, and let her go play basketball. So I get it in a sense. I get it in a sense, but it's more AT plays in a more controlled environment. Her gameplay is a little more controlled. Chuckle Charter said, by eye test, Angel looked like she has more control when she's moving fast. Yeah. That's why I say, like, AT can facilitate better AT is a better facilitator than Angel Reese when you're just running a simple brush screen play. She'll put the money on the mark. She understands offense. Angel has like a little freestyle to her game, where if you control it, you don't really get the best Angel, because if you watch Angel on offense, it's all instincts. It's not this I worked at this, that's why I'm good at it. It's more like instinct. Angel Reese operates off of instinct. It's like, you come in a double, I'm gonna take one more dribble, get you a little closer to me, then I'm gonna kick it. AT's more of, you double team me, okay, next time down, we're gonna run this play since you double team. That's why I say AT offense is more controlled. It's more in a controlled environment. But if I'm KiKi, I'm definitely, my objective on defense is to keep her on the mid range, shooting jump shots, and go from there. I mean, may the best woman win. But if I'm KiKi, before we finish, let's take a look at KiKi. Before we finish up, man, and make sure you like the video, man. Let me see, cause I don't know what y'all be on, man. Y'all be on some other stuff, man. I don't know what y'all be on, man. Y'all be on some other stuff, man. Okay, 107 likes. I ain't mad at that. 107 likes. I ain't mad at that. Appreciate the likes. Give me the 150 by the end of this stream. I got 107 likes. Israel Moore said, is there a such thing? Is there a such thing as roaming court vision? Because Angel is probably the best player on the move. No, that's not really a thing, Israel. It's not really a thing. It's not really a thing, Israel. Again, that's more of like freestyling. Angel Reese has a great instinct for basketball. She has a great, there's two things about Angel that's very underrated: her feel for the game and her instincts. Angel Reese has a great feel for the game and she has great instincts. That's because, again, for her to be able to do multiple things, instincts and feel for the game are very important. So when you see players that do multiple things, they have a great feel for the game and they have great instincts, because some things aren't scripted. Like, everything can't be scripted. And when things aren't scripted and you're just out there playing basketball, players with great instincts and a feel for the game, that's when their talents take over, because now they really understand what's going on the court. Nothing structured, nothing scripted. It's basically, okay, we get the ball. This is how they guard. This is what I'm going to do. I see you keep checking me out. So I'm gonna hit you with a back door, like things like that. Like that's all instincts. It's not really drawing up or structured or scripted. It's all instincts. Angel has a great instinct. Great instinct. Great instinct. Hey, Tulip, you're gonna have to. Hey, Tulip, you're gonna have to send me that. You're gonna have to send me that. Tulip says she got some advanced stats. I want to find on the web. I'm developing my own WNBA advanced stat database. Let me know when I can comment some of them. Hey, Tulip, email me that to iamzomedia@gmail.com. Email me that. Let me check it out. I gotta check it out first. What's going on, B Will? Jamie said yes. Angel play is more impromptu, depends on the circumstances. Angel initiates a play on the spur of the moment. Yeah. All instincts. But if I'm Angel Reese, I'm looking at KiKi's shot chart and I'm saying, I got to make her put the ball on the floor. How do I do that? I crowd her space from the jump, right? I got to make her put the ball on the floor. How do I do that? I crowd her space from the jump. That means I understand she wants to get the ball in the mid-range, maybe take it to the post. She wants to catch the ball on back doors. So every time KiKi catches the ball, I'm crowding her space already because I want her to put the ball on the floor. And then it can catch up to her throughout the game, right? She can start forcing the issue. Once you start doing that, she can start forcing the issue as far as offensively because she doesn't want to put the ball on the floor. Because the thing about KiKi is you want to be able to take her fundamentals and turn them against her. See, her very sound offense only works when she's operating in her comfortable spots. So a player like KiKi, you want to force the issue, get them out of their spots, get them into areas of the court they don't take a lot of shots in, make them put the ball on the floor, see if they can initiate offense. You want to turn KiKi into a facilitator, basically. Like you don't want her to get comfortable taking shots. You want to turn her into a facilitator. You want to make her look at the floor and say, who's open versus look at the floor and say, what can I get my shot? That's how you play mind games with KiKi. If I'm Angel Reese, I want to turn her into a facilitator. I want to make her feel me every time she touches the ball. Nothing's easy. Close her airspace. Force her to dribble. Crowd her space. Force her to take tough shots because she's very fundamental. You're not going to rush her. So you can't. KiKi's not the type of person because she plays very slowish. You're not going to speed the game up for KiKi. You're going to have to crowd her space and make her shots difficult. Get her out of her comfort zone because she's very sound on offense. So you're going to have to turn that against her. You're going to tell her, oh, you're sound. Let's see how sound you are when we got you moving to spots you're not comfortable in. Let's see how sound you are when we got you taking fadeaways. Let's see how sound you are when we got you doing 1-2 dribble pull-ups that you normally don't take. That's where you got to get KiKi at. Tulip says it won't be published till start of 2026 season, though. I'll hook you up as soon as I complete because you're a big bro. I appreciate that, Tulip. And look, Tulip, once you get it situated, I'll let you come on my platform and explain it to the audience. Once you get it situated, whenever, if it's 2026, whatever, I'll let you come on my platform and explain it to the audience. You know, see, that's what I do for my members. 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 So if I'm Angel, I'm focusing on keeping her in an area of uncomfortability, crowding her space, no airspace, forcing her to take fadeaways, forcing her to be able to put the ball on the floor, create a shot off of that, because she's very sound when she only got to take 1-2 dribbles and go to her move. I want her to take 4 dribbles, then get to her move. That's when you knock her out of her comfortability. If Angel's guarding KiKi and KiKi gets to back to the basket on the lower block, it's going in. I'm sorry. It's going in because that's how fundamentally sound she is. But if Angel Reese forces her off the block, forces her to have to take 4 dribbles instead of 2 and have to face up, that's where she can get her at. Crowd her space, make her faced up, make her fade away, make her have to lean into the shot. That's where you get her at. That's where you get her at. That's where you get her at. But man, it was good talking to y'all, man. Again, this is only episode 1 of the battle for the big dogs. I'm gonna be doing this all season, man. We gotta create more competition around the league. Look, I wish Fee and Asia was playing today, because then I would have had a part 2, man, and I would have actually went live earlier too as well. Man, I wish Asia was playing today, because I could have gave y'all 2 episodes of Battle of the Big Dogs. But again, we gonna get into it. Yeah, I can't wait for Cameron Brink to come back. Angel Reese, Cameron Brink will definitely be one of the episodes. I can't wait for Cameron Brink to come back. I cannot wait. Again, I got 2 shows tonight. I have the Aces versus Lynx. That show will start in about 30 minutes, like 37 minutes. And then, of course, I got Chicagosky postgame. Pull up for that one. Man, look, appreciate y'all, man. Drop a like on the video. Look, y'all already know what y'all come here for. Y'all come here to learn something. Y'all, look, I'm going to tell y'all this. Look, this is from me. And don't let look, I got 170 people in here. This is for all 170 of y'all. My greatest satisfaction, I want y'all to see my face when I say this. When it comes to iamzomedia and my channel, my greatest satisfaction is when y'all take things that I say and have debates with people. Go to other people's channels and mention it. So never feel like, look, this is a full disclaimer. Never feel like you can't take information from my channel, things that I've said, talking points, and just say it. You know, create it in your own kind of way. Because again, like that's my channel. My channel is to break the game down so casual fans can understand it a little better, see what's going on, so they can have conversations. Because I know y'all want to be in the barbershop and sound smart or sound like you know what you're talking about. That's what my channel is here for. My channel is strictly here for me to give my experience back to the audience, give my knowledge, my understanding and nuances of being around it since I was 5 years old. I've been dribbling a basketball since I was 5 years old, y'all. That's 31 years. 31 years of my life, I've been either around basketball or dribbling a basketball. So never feel like you can't take a topic or a subject I've said and, you know, use it as your own in a certain way. Look, I never feel no way about people taking my content, because that's what my channel is here for, man. Look, I'm just here to continue to help the Angel Reeses. Forget all of that. I'm just here to help women basketball in general get to a bigger platform. Honestly, I'm just here to help women's basketball in general get to the next level with fans that want to be a part of the WNBA community, for them to learn what they're actually watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for the women, even for the women, I feel good if y'all could take my information when you and your husband watching the game and be like, guess what I learned today? Didn't you know this about this player? Or, hey, babe, watch this. This about to happen. Like that's a plus in my book. That's a plus in my book. I want to be a dictionary. I want to be a dictionary to the WNBA community. I want to be a dictionary. And I got some major, like I said, like I got some major news coming. I got some other major platforms coming. I already got 2 shows in the work that are going to be part of my weeks moving forward. I'm for the rest of 2025, I want to make myself less available to other content creators and more available to my subscribers. If that makes sense. What I mean by that is I try to limit how much y'all see me on other platforms, but I want to make sure I continue to grow as far as how much y'all see me on my channel. So I'm working on creating a whole schedule for myself, going live. I know y'all usually only see me probably twice, sometimes if y'all lucky 3 times a week, but I do want to get to a point where y'all see me Monday through Friday at a certain time where you can actually expect my takes. So that's what I'm working on building. I'm working on building out a schedule for myself, but it will only be shows or like playlists that I have. So I'm working on building out a schedule for myself where you see me Monday through Friday instead of like just 2 days a week or when a game is on or I'm doing a post game. So I'm working on, once I build out my schedule, hopefully I have it defined by the end of this month and I'll put it in my community post. I'm at a point where I just want to limit my access where y'all not seeing me regurgitating takes. Yeah, if that makes sense to you. Because when I'm explaining my takes like on panels and stuff like that, it's hard for me to really break it down. But if I'm just doing it myself, I can dive deep into a context or something, bring up images, stuff like that. So I'm really working on creating kind of like a schedule for myself where you don't see me regurgitating takes and stuff like that. So I'm still working on that. I know for sure I have one show that y'all are gonna love. Facts. I can let y'all know a little bit about it before we end the stream. And again, hit the like button. One of the shows I do have coming up, is gonna be a conversation with Prince where I'm gonna be asking mailbag questions. So my subscribers, because again, I do this for y'all. I don't ever want my subscribers to feel like I'm avoiding them in the chat. When they're asking a question that they really want me to answer, I don't want my subscribers to feel like they're just another subscriber on my channel. So that is one of the shows that I got coming up that I'll let y'all know more about probably later this week, honestly, where it'll be a mailbag show, but it won't be live. It won't be a live show. It'll be pre-recorded. And it'll probably drop early in the week. It will be a specific day and time that it drops each week. It'll be one live show, a mailbag show each week. It'll drop at a specific time. And I'll be doing it with a newcomer. I don't know if MK is in the chat, but I don't know if y'all know MK. MK will be part of it. It's something cool. I just want to give back to my subscribers as far as them not feeling null and void of questions that they really want to hear from me. Because when I go back and watch my live replays, and I do see y'all do ask a lot of questions that I'm not able to get to because I'm probably like on a tangent about something else. Or sometimes I avoid a question if it really has nothing to do with the topic because I don't want to get too far off. So it'll be a way for y'all to have a conversation with me in a sense. And it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I'll create an actual link where you just type in your question and it gets automatically sent to my mailbag. So it'll be a link on my channel. It'll be a link on my homepage where you'll be able to just click the link, ask me questions, and they'll go directly to my mailbag. And once a week, I will be doing a mailbag show, breaking down your questions. Even if I got to pull up a doc to answer your question or give you an example to answer your question, that's why it's going to be a video, because I'm really going to. And again, never take none of your questions as not important. And I can't wait for y'all to see the first show, because y'all going to see how important I actually take y'all questions. Because I'm not just going to be like, I'm not just going to pull your question up and be like, well, this, and this. No, every question that I answer, I'm probably going to have a doc for the question, and I'm probably going to have some kind of demonstration for the question. And it's going to be cool. This is the cool part. It was going to be a surprise, but I'll tell y'all now. And this is going to be the cool part. Depending on the type of question you ask, I will be demonstrating it on the basketball court, being that it's going to be pre-recorded. I'm going to be able to shoot some of your questions on an actual basketball court, and I'm going to be able to actually walk you through how to answer your question. So that's going to be pretty cool. Because when you're doing live, of course, I can't just go walk to the gym, right? But when it's pre-recorded, I'm going to be able to take your question, and if it's something I'm able to explain by being on the actual basketball court, I'm going to be able to do it. And I already hit up some of my homeboys in Houston. They down to be some stunt dummies for me. So you'll have some of my homeboys in the video. They already hit them up. They'll be down to be some stunt dummies. AB in Houston too. So AB, I'm gonna be hitting you up. I need you to be one of my stunt dummies. But that'll be cool as well. But the only thing is, I can only get to so many questions a week. So make sure you get your questions in ahead of time, because I can only get to so many a week. I'll only be able to get to so many a week. But I'm gonna try to do my best. And again, I know other people have like mailbag shows, or y'all probably seen other mailbag shows. I always look and say I can elevate that, because I probably have the experience or can articulate it better, right? So I know some people you've probably seen. This will be totally different. I can't wait for y'all to see the breakdown of it. Imagine what I do live. Imagine if I had time behind the scenes to actually plan out every question. That lets you know, look what I do live. So imagine if I had time to really sit down and plan out each of your questions and really answer them thoroughly. So it's just something for me. I don't ever want y'all to think I don't see y'all chats. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to ever unsubscribe from my channel saying, man, Prince break down the game, but he'll never answer my question. I don't ever want that to be a thing. So that's just my thank you to y'all. Again, it'll be dropping once a week. I can't wait to see y'all questions. I'm actually excited because I actually get to get on the basketball court and walk y'all through questions. So I'm actually excited, man. I'm actually excited for that, man. But man, hit the like button on y'all way out. I'll actually see y'all in about 30 minutes for the Las Vegas Aces versus the Minnesota Lynx. And I'll see y'all for Chicagosky postgame as well. Brass and B Will, pull up for the game, man. Brass and B Will, pull up for the game. Man, but other than that, man, y'all be cool. Y'all be smooth. And I'll see y'all on the next one.
iamzomedia, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defenders, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments, blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past.